Hey guys, brand new podcast. I'm here with my sister and her best friend, Samantha. We're going to have a great time on Two Blondes, One Cup.
It's called Don't Worry About It with Kottie Kreischer. And who
Samantha
am I?
Mollen.
My thing's always been about recovery.
Okay.
It's always been about,
Explain.
like, when you think, and I know the people that are listening don't know who I am too much. My name's Bert. I'm Cottie's older brother. But, like, I am a guy who stays out and parties every night when I'm on the road until well after you should be. However, I get up early. I have a pretty thriving business. I have a successful tour, successful Netflix special. I have a few of them, a successful Netflix special, a movie out. I have a television show in development. I have 3 podcasts. One of the podcasts is one of the biggest podcasts in comedy in the world. And I work every day, all day long. From the second I get up early every morning and I work all day long. And then at night I like to drink. The drinking, no one ever sees me drunk. They never, I mean, like they do sometimes, but like you don't see me drunk on stage. I'm not drunk on stage falling down.
Yeah.
Me drinking is never, I could quit drinking and no one would notice. I just tell people I still drink, no one would notice.
Yeah.
But if I stopped recovering, people would notice.
Yeah.
Like if I stopped getting up early, working out,
Yeah.
sauning, polar plunge,
Yeah.
drinking water, drinking liquid IV, all the shit I do.
Because you go so hard.
Yeah, you'd notice and you'd
Yeah.
go, wow, what happened to Bert?
Yeah.
It's not the drinking. And so like,
That's
I love,
interesting.
I would love, you know, I've always tethered to things I love. So like I have my own line of flip-flops because I love good flip-flops. I love
I
it.
saw those.
I only join in with companies I like. So like there was a company that I met on the road. They sent me some cases of their product and I liked their sparkling water. I didn't really understand their flat water. And then one day I was sitting on the couch and I was thirsty and I got a case of Liquid Death and I noticed that I could drink it very fast and that I'd stay hydrated because when I took one can, I didn't sip it, I just killed it. And I went, wow. And then I thought, I would love to be a part of that company and I would love to help them market their product. And so I reached out and so then we bought into Liquid Death. Same thing with Olipop.
It was the flat that got you?
It was the flat that got me.
Did you help write the Murder Your Thirst thing?
No. This is all them. They're a brilliant company.
So smart.
Their branding is all them.
Yeah.
But I noticed that I would sit there and I would, instead of just going like this, because who does that to a beer other than a cop, right? Who does that to a beer? Who sits and goes, yeah, no, keep telling me your story. You fucking chug a beer. You go,
I don't.
See, that's what for me, it's the can, I never get through the can. I get halfway.
You don't?
oh.
It has to be
First
ice
of all,
cold.
If
I
there's a
very
straw, I
seldomly
will.
one sip a can. I swear to God, I drink like this.
I can't. Wow.
That's impressive.
Jerron would be impressed. He loves to pound water.
Does
I
he
love-
really?
Every time I look at you, you're like pounding water. He's like, is that a problem? I'm
It's
like,
good for your blood pressure. It's
weird.
good for your kidneys.
To pound it?
It's great for your liver. It's great for water's fucking amazing
Water
for you.
in general or pounding water?
No, I don't know. Pounding water's not. I don't think
They
that's
say
actually good for you.
pounding now.
No, they say pounding. No,
No.
but recovery's my brand.
I like
That's
that.
the shit I like.
That's interesting. I wouldn't necessarily think that about
I
you.
know no one does, but
Yeah.
I'm always like looking for a biohack to get. Like right now, I'm on. I went to Rogan's doctor in.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing stem cells.
Didn't Kottie go with you?
Oh, last year I did.
Or your
Yeah,
parents went with you?
My parents, yeah. And I went to Rogan's doctor, gave them my blood work. They took a look at my blood work and said, "Here's how we can fix it." And so they put me on a protocol to level me out. I've been on that protocol for about 3 months now, and I feel fantastic. Meaning I feel great. I think that is the next generation of wellness is these
we
wellness
talked
doctors.
about that where I go, it's so weird to try to trust, like to figure out who you're going to trust, because I said to Samantha, I go, it's the equivalent. You've got these like futuristic doctors that are all about longevity and optimal health, and then you have old school medicine.
We're
So
like, don't
it's
fuck with the balance.
exactly where you go. It's hard to it's like deciding which plane to get on. Are you in SpaceX? Are you going with American that's got like 100 years behind it?
Yeah. Well, it's
That's what I wonder. How many things, like, is it a supplement thing? Is it like the stem cell thing, like that you do once a year? Like what, like just like loosely, like what is the program?
I did. So I was doing stem cells anytime I went there.
Okay.
Anytime I went to Austin, I do stem cells.
Like baby stem cells?
That's the only kind.
I think that's the only kind, right?
Yeah.
Aborted fetuses. I wanted really clean. I wanted single mother aborted fetuses. And I didn't want like a couple that just didn't want it.
Dot's not gonna like that one.
Dog's gonna laugh.
We're down to 3.
We're down to 3.
Boobles, I'm sorry.
And then I started getting intravenous stem cells. And basically, the stem cells just go. This is
Wait, what were you doing before intravenous?
I was just doing them I had an injured elbow. So they just shoot them locally into my
Popping
elbow.
them?
Intravenous? I'm pretty sure it's called a transfusion.
Yeah.
You did a blood transfusion?
I did a
No,
transfusion.
that's what I would think when you say stem
Intravenous
cells.
is they go into your vein and they shoot stem cells
That's
into
what
your
I would-
vein.
that's
And
what I
then
would
it
think.
travels to your body
Yeah.
and finds places that need help and it goes to that to help heal it.
Well, you're in luck. I have so many stem cells in a freezer.
Did you save your cord
Wait, how
blood?
can I use your stem cells?
Well,
Yeah.
you need to use mine. You can use mine like if you get like bone cancer or something.
Siblings can.
Siblings can.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. You can't though, or something, right?
I can't, but
Yeah.
you and Annie, if you guys are terminally ill, it's like I'm your new
covered.
Jesus.
Thank God.
Yeah, and then you guys can reimburse me my $6,000.
Was that what it cost?
You have to continue.
You know,
You
we
have
didn't
to have
mon-
someone in the room during your delivery to
Yeah.
take it and put it on ice and go straight to
We
the.
didn't have the money to get stem cells.
I remember.
I didn't spring for it either.
A lot of people don't.
I could be using my own stem cells too.
Well,
I don't think so.
Well,
You're better
I'll
off
tell
with
you,
your
So this
babies.
is what happened to me: is I was going to Rogan's guy. I was getting stem cells. I was always felt like sketchy because I was like, I know Rogan will do anything. Like he doesn't care. He'll roll the dice. Except like he took ivermectin. Like he'll do
What is that?
That's the horse drug
horse tranquilizer for COVID.
COVID.
Like he didn't get vaccinated, but he by the way, if you
fucking
heard
worked.
this, if Rogan's your 6th, 5th listener,
He is.
and he hears this, he's gonna be like, first of all, it wasn't fucking horse tranquilizer. Stop it. But
It was Roundup.
But so I was going to I was
the weeds.
going to Rogan's guy and I was meeting with him and I was doing IVs and I was doing stem cells, and then they said, you got to give us your blood work and let's get you on a protocol. And I was like, I don't know, because I knew testosterone would be a part of it, and I was like, I don't want to do testosterone. And then I talked to my cardiologist the last time I went in, and he said, "How's your testosterone?" I said, "It's fucking brutally low." And he went, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, I've had it tested before, and it's really bad. But we should test it again." And he goes, "You may want to consider getting on testosterone." I said, "Why?" And he goes, "It'll repair your liver." And I went, "That's all you had to say?" Called Rogan's guy the next day. I said, "I'm sending over my blood work. Get me on testosterone." And so they put me on same amount of testosterone Tom's on, and it's
I'm just like logging off.
Tom and Dot are gone.
Tom and daughter God. Doc goes, he's friends with Rogan.
So what? So now you pop it every day, like in like a pill?
I haven't shot it yet. No, I shoot it in my ass.
Oh, okay.
I shoot a needle in my
shoot it
ass.
in
And
your
do you
liver.
feel like ragey? Do you feel like a little like
Never. I don't feel rage, but I definitely feel. I will tell you, I am considerably more muscular than I've ever been.
That's what I was
going
gonna
to
ask. That was my next question.
I'm so strong right now.
Yeah.
And I mean this. I hope this is streaming downstairs and Pete can hear this. There was a second when I wasn't on testosterone that Pete and I were always the same amount of strength, identical strength, and now I am way past him.
Oh, me too.
Like, I hope Pete's listening. I do too. He's gonna come walking up. First of all, big guy.
I haven't seen Pete.
We worked out with Pete today.
Have I seen him since I've been
No,
here?
you haven't.
Okay.
He doesn't come in on Fridays.
But they wanted to
Can
get
you believe him today?
Such a dick.
Is that true? Does he not?
He was like, well, I mean, buddy, everyone's kind of used to not coming in on Fridays. Bert's like, I'm here for the first time in 6 months.
Yeah.
He's
And
like,
Pete's-
summer Fridays.
So when you're here, are you here every day at this
I
location?
love being here.
Yeah.
I like this house better.
You
than
know,
my
I was
house.
watching this house,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, she just told me that.
You
I'm
guys
like, did
bought
you
it
tell
out
him?
from under me.
No, shut up. Here's the thing. It's almost like everything changed, but everyone still wants it to stay the same a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, because to do that in comedy, I mean, there's guys that are so funny that can't get work because they don't have a TikTok following. And then you see guys who have a TikTok following, I mean, who are changing the game. Matt Rife changed the game in comedy, and now
On
everyone's
TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah.
He's on TikTok.
How do you manage all of those outlets? Like, do you just do your content and then you have somebody blast it to all of these different channels?
All I care about, the only thing I ever really cared about was the creative part of it. I never really cared about. I don't care about algorithms. I don't care about what time to post. All that stuff kind of stressed me out.
Yeah, it's so stressful to try and like, and now there's Threads. I mean, like, there's just so many outlets.
Did you
it's
do
like
Threads?
No, but Jenny did. My sister did, and it's like I'm just like, how do you like? In my mind, it just feels like it takes away from the creative. So I feel like you have to focus on one part of it and then I don't know. Do you have just people who do it?
I did it myself for a long time. I did it myself.
Yeah.
And that was the fun. That was really the fun. My favorite story about that. Halston, do you have the video of the American flag Speedo? Can you find that online? Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Don't you feel like it's crazy making, trying to like keep up with all like, oh, did I post it on TikTok or did I do it on?
Oh, I post everything on TikTok. I have someone who runs all of it for me.
That's what I mean. So you just do the creative and they blast it to the channels.
But my favorite story is back when I was doing my own content.
Yeah.
I was shooting, editing, and all of it. And we just go over to the hay slips. I get all the kids. I bring them all shirts.
Yeah.
Stephen Fromkin sat in the back of a truck with a GoPro.
Yeah.
On a pool stick. And we just shot this ourselves. And I did the pre-sale code. I put that content.
Yeah.
I did all of this myself.
Yeah.
My favorite story ever, and this is my favorite promo I've ever shot, was me. I think I was in Cleveland or somewhere, and they had added a late Thursday, a late Friday, a third show Friday, and a third show Saturday. And they were like, they're on sale. Can you promote them? And I was like, fuck. And so I went and real quick, it was Wednesday night. I was leaving the next morning, and they said, you need a video to post tomorrow morning to announce your second show tomorrow. I was like, fuck. So I went and I said, girls, real quick, Georgia, can you work the drone? Leanne, take the leaf blower. Isla, here's
I
the
remember
hose.
this one.
And I stood in the front yard with an American flag and a Speedo. I didn't say a word. Isla had the hose on mist. Leanne had the leaf blower, so it was blowing me and the American flag and all the mist. And Georgia all I had her do was just pull the drone back to reveal that it was my entire family doing all of it. And
that was the best one.
Wow.
That was my favorite one I've ever done. That was
the best one you did.
Like, it's so much work, but
Larry,
I love
the cable
it.
guy, called me that next day. I barely knew him, and he was like, buddy, that video made me feel things. He goes, like, that was a great video.
One.
And he goes, how did your tickets sell? I was like, I sold all the shows. I sold out all the shows. And
that's incredible when you can see it like so like exactly like
well,
into.
You know the dancing. You know the dancing one, right?
I'm obsessed with
the
that
Speedo
one.
dancing one.
Oh wait, no, the dancing one like at the dance studio. That's
at the dance studio in the Speedo.
Yeah,
where I rip off my
that's
things.
That's one of my faves.
So that one was a game changer for me.
What was that for?
So
was that just
we had done Sober October. This is a girl named Dee Glazer. And me and Georgia would share her videos back and forth. We would share her dance videos, me and the girls. And then, so I was really obsessed with her hip-hop dancing. This is so stupid. By the way.
I love it.
So.
It just makes me happy.
So I was getting ready to do the body shots. Yeah. And so we were getting ready to do Sober October. We were getting ready to do Sober October, and we always do a challenge. And I said to them, now I knew I had a world tour to announce.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, do you guys want to do hip hop dancing? And they were like, no. And I said, that should be our challenge. We'll all learn a scheduled dance. So at this part, I said, can you give me a shot with some space on the right at the very end of the dance?
Yeah.
So I can scroll dates.
Oh,
and
genius. So, this was your idea.
And so I said, I said, we should do a hip hop dance. And no one wanted to do it. And I was like, fine, fuck it. I'll do it myself. I'll just do it myself. And I'll post it. And it'll be something fun.
Who do you mean no one? Like the other comics on your tour?
Rogan, Ari, and Tom.
Oh.
And so I called Dee Glazer.
Is Rogan a comedian?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rogan.
So,
there he goes again.
He's
Great.
He's not listening now. He's like, first ivermectin, now this.
Jesus. I love you.
And so I hired Dee Glazer for $1,200 to teach me a dance. She choreographed it, taught it to me. I took 2 classes with her. And then I did it. I shot it, and I thought I'd just post it. And at the very last minute, I thought, can you do some dancing with me on this, with some space on the side so I can scroll some dates. And I posted it with that on the end, and it sold out the entire tour. The entire tour sold out in like one day. The entire tour sold out, and we added second shows the next day.
You're like, you're welcome,
and then
guys.
that entire thing sold out.
I'd be such a lazy comedian. I'd be like, great, we're done.
There's a lot of people
Late
who do
show
that.
at it, no thanks.
Yeah, and then Tom did a rebuttal
I'd be like,
video, a rebuttal dance video where he spent like $40,000 doing and hired
And
a
no one saw
director, and then he sold out all his tours.
Oh.
And so I was like, wow.
Oh, did you see
Kottie, do we need to do a hip hop video?
Have you seen Tom's? Have you seen Tom's?
No.
Oh my God,
Here, grab the
Tom's is good.
headsets. Tom's is really good.
Is this Tom's?
Grab the headsets.
Yeah.
This is Tom's.
Poor wife.
Here.
He has a wife? Look at his little peepee. This guy's definitely racist, right?
He probably stinks too. Hey, Tom Segura. You've been dancing your whole life.
I know.
Show this fool up.
Walk up in the thing, I be on my game. If it's competition, I put them to shame. Please don't steal my style, I might cuss you out. What you doing now? I did for a while. Booty, booty claps, flying across the map. Lambo on the block, looking like a snack. I show you how I do it, show you how it's done. Don't look for another, cause there be no another one.
Stop it.
Watch me.
Is that you?
It's he tricked me into doing a CGI. I didn't know he.
I was like, that looks not real. The real you.
Fuck you, Bert.
Yours is better. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, and then he stabs me.
He stabs him.
That's Tom's sense of humor. But
So dark.
But then
So
and then
dark.
I
The death.
started realizing I started realizing you could use these promos to sell tickets. Like I was doing promos to sell tickets, but I was like, well, if you invest a little money, you can get a bigger promo. And then we hired a marching band to come to the house, and we did a marching band.
Oh, there it
announcement.
is.
Okay, hang on. Play
Or
the music.
Darlene into it.
Look at Isla.
That was the best one.
Look at Baby I.
It's so good.
That was the biggest fight.
I love it.
That was the
It
biggest
is
fight.
Like, it
The
is
girls
like,
were doing homework, and I pulled everyone out of homework, and I made them. And that when you see that first, hit play for a second. When you see this first part, look at how unhappy Leanne is. Look at how unhappy Isla is. Look at her Isla's face.
Where's
It's like,
Georgia?
look at this. She's operating
Manning the
drone.
drone.
Oh,
Look at
duh.
Leanne. She could give 2 fucks. She's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Oh my God, it looks so different without the gate.
Oh no. But yeah,
It is deep. It's like it's funny, but it also like it's like sort of very American and
America.
I don't know. It makes you interested for sure. I like it.
it's I enjoy this part of it, but it's the game has changed.
Yeah.
So like when you look at the writers, it's like I don't even know. I mean, it's crazy. Studios have changed. Fucking everything's changed. Everything's changed so much that it's like the studios have to realize they're going to have to renegotiate. But I think they just need to. I think everything needs to go smaller. I think that's.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it needs to go back to like those. You ever hear those Mormons that do microloans in Sierra Leone?
No.
I might have made this up, but like
Feels
Mormons
like
are
it.
big
It
into
tracks.
Mormons are really big into microloans.
Okay.
So like they'll send over $5,000
And microdosing?
and then they'll give like a lady like $100
Oh.
to make hats.
Oh yeah,
And then
yeah.
for
yeah.
$100 she can make hats, and then she can make $200
Yes.
So she pays back the $100 plus $10, and then the Mormons.
This
that's
feels
how they-
shifty.
So we should just tear it down and start from scratch. Start
guess.
small.
See, we've got to get to the topic at hand.
Yeah, let's get back to okay. So
How we're
you're
losing
all
40
about
pounds?
You're all about recovery. So
Yes.
the question is, but you enjoy like partying just as much as the recovery,
Yeah.
or no?
No, yeah, I do.
You do.
Sam starts slow rolling wine at like 3 o'clock every day.
Really?
Oh,
But Kottie
yeah.
said she's never seen me drunk,
I've never seen
and
either
she
of
thinks
you
I need to
drunk.
be an adult and start drinking clear alcohol instead of wine.
She'll open a bottle of wine and fucking Duran's sober, so that sucks.
He's not, but like he doesn't.
pretty much.
He's just like does not have like an addicted personality. Like if you were like you can't drink or do anything for a year, he'd be like okay.
Mike's the same way. He's like, all right.
Or if you told him he had to drink every night, he'd be like okay.
Really?
He's fine. Like he doesn't.
Leanne's like that.
He'll go either way. Like he'll.
But
go
he
either
doesn't
way.
come home. He would come home and snack before start drinking. Me, I just want to drink.
He
I would much
pound
rather
his
drink
water.
than
Yeah.
snack.
So, but the question is like, is it attainable to like have both and to like feel good and to and not feel
Yeah.
like a horrible person?
Yeah, no, I
and-
do it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Here's the deal: you're never gonna like waking up. Let's just start there.
Sober?
Ever? No, ever.
No, like waking up after.
sucks. Sober?
Oh, in
not
general.
sober. Waking up.
Waking up
sucks.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you swallow that pill
Okay.
and realize that period before you get your first coffee, that area, you got to get through that, and you can't listen to any of the voices in your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't listen to any of the fucking voices that
Shouldn't
go.
have said that.
Oh
What
my-
did I do last night? Yeah.
Oh my God. No, you
Yeah.
can't listen to any of the voices in your head.
Yeah.
And you just got to get into the gym first thing. You got to get
Yeah.
in the gym
Uh-huh.
and you've got to push
Yeah.
it like you think you're going to have a stroke.
Yeah, but don't you ever wonder what your results would be like if you were clear going into that?
Yeah, but I don't know if I. Yeah, but I don't know.
It's not worth it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but
You know, it's funny. Every time I stop drinking, I have a connection to when I didn't drink. Like I remember the guy I was when I didn't drink.
when was that?
It was like
And do,
high
and,
school.
and do you feel like more connected to that, or like do you
No,
long to be?
I can only analogize it as one time I lost my beard. I had to shave for a bet. I shaved my beard off, and I hadn't seen my face without a beard in a long time. And when I saw it, it was like seeing an old friend. I was like, I have not seen you in forever. And he was just giggling.
That's how
in the mirror.
Samantha was for the month of January.
What?
When you stopped drinking.
Oh,
She stopped for a full month because her cholesterol or triglycerides. What was off?
Triglycerides are the fucking.
it was
sugars.
the LDL. Is that the
Yeah.
bad one?
Yeah.
The LDL is the bad
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it was. Well, the total was high too, but the good was high and the bad was high, and I don't know. No doctor, nobody has ever like made that connection. Like, oh, like it's drinking. Like never. No one's ever made that connection.
Look at that guy. Do you know that guy, Cottie?
Oh my God, so skinny.
Jesus.
Look at how big my teeth are. Like I haven't
Oh,
seen
you
that
grew
guy in
into your
forever.
teeth.
Did you drink there, or what was happening there?
I was the first sober October. Or no. That was I was drinking then. I was just 220.
So bottom line, I stopped drinking for a month. My total went down like 70 points. Kottie kept being like, "Oh, good luck. It's gonna be 5
I was
points."
like, it's not gonna budge.
Literally 70 points. My doctor was because I just said, "Will you call the labs? I just want to just do." She's like, and she was like, "What did you do? Like, what did you do?" And I was like, I didn't like drink. I didn't change anything else."
Really? It's just booze?
That shows you how much she drinks.
But I don't know how much of it's
Glug,
genetics or
glug.
whatever. But like, yes, like I did
A
it
lot
just
of it's genetics.
as
Like
an
cancer-
experiment.
Cancer's just genetics.
Yeah. I don't know.
I hear.
I hear.
Wow, this is.
But then after I did that experiment, I was like, okay, back to my normal life. I don't know.
But yeah, that's the thing is I do sober October every year, and this year I went sober well past it. I drank on my birthday.
Yeah.
But then I went back on the wagon, and I didn't drink until Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, but right before Thanksgiving when I did my special.
So how long was that?
Just
month
another
and 3 weeks.
22 days.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Did you feel like really like snatched?
No, I didn't feel great.
You didn't?
Well, I also got COVID.
Oh.
But you know what? It's like I just want to set boundaries. I am really bad with the boundaries where I'm like,
But okay.
at least you have a reason to drink every night. Imagine sitting in your living room going, Here we go again.
That's my favorite place to be.
Oh, of course.
But
I don't want to be anywhere else.
After you do the
but-
dry January or whatever, do you then go? Do you like slow roll out, like where you're like,
No,
oh, I can kind of feel
I
like.
threw up at my birthday.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I threw up from drinking
Okay.
too much.
Okay.
I was drinking every morning and every evening. I was a nightmare.
Like right after, because you were like.
It was my birthday weekend.
Okay.
So
And all of a sudden-
Terranea.
Yeah, we went down to Terranea,
Yeah.
and I was playing golf and drinking every day.
Wait, when is your birthday?
November 3rd.
Oh.
And so I drank, but I quit drinking
Oh, you
again.
do dry October.
Oh,
Okay.
sober October.
Sober October. Sorry.
Yeah, and so I don't think I'm going to do it this year because my cruise is during October, and I'm not going to fucking not drink on my cruise.
Cruise.
But
Oh,
yeah,
you have to do
what
it.
cruise? Like a vacation cruise or like a? Work
I may start it
cruise?
3 days earlier.
Start it 3 days earlier and then
Yeah,
What's the cruise?
you want to go?
fully loaded at sea. It's like my festival I produce in the summers.
Yeah.
but we're doing it on a cruise ship.
Are you going?
No, you can take the kids though. It's over Halloween. They'll do trick or treating.
I mean, stop. Just
Is it
calm
over
down.
Halloween?
Yeah. That's the only reason I'm not going.
It's going to be fucking.
I know.
Are your parents
so
going?
much fun.
Fuck
no,
no.
no. It's sold out in like a couple days.
But you'll be on a cruise ship with all your fans?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. What are you going to do?
I should bring you guys this podcast.
Are you going to hide?
Have you guys perform? No. I'm
Have
not
you
fucking-
perform?
Whoa. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you scared? This is like a new, a new thing for you. Are you
Yeah.
scared?
No. Not scared. I'm excited.
Okay. How many
I'm really
people?
excited. I think
4,000?
4,000.
Is that all? How many days? Oh, I see. Okay.
We leave.
Four.
We leave out of Miami on the 27th. and we
Where'd
go
you
back
get
to-
all these people? On a beach?
I have no fucking
Or you
idea.
just took like B-roll from a Carnival cruise
It's
line?
like that. What's that thing that never happened? The festival that never happened? Fire Festival?
Firefight. Yeah.
Fry?
Was it
Fry.
fry or fire? Fire.
Fire. Thank you.
The
We got bologna sandwiches.
You've been schooling me all day now. I just schooled you.
It's Sincere. Sincere, isn't it, Bert?
Sancerre or Sensair?
It's not Sancerre.
what's sense? What's I don't even know what
See,
you're talking about.
The
you
wine.
can't even weigh in on that.
I've never heard of this wine.
He's drinking diabetic wine.
I drink
Really?
low sugar wine.
Like Gwyneth Paltrow's?
I love Gwyneth Paltrow.
Who doesn't?
I do.
She's
got
so beautiful.
She does infrared saunas,
Yes.
and she does a thing where she takes a brush and combs all of her body.
Yeah, dry
while
brushing.
Dry brushing. In
Yeah,
the
you
Sam
don't
sauna.
do
does
that?
all this.
Yeah.
You
No,
don't do
I did
that?
it once, and it made me itchy as fuck.
It kind of hurts, but in a
Yeah.
good way.
It kind of hurts.
But I forget to do it. And you know when
It's
I don't do it, when I spray tan, then I'm like, I can't dry brush now because I'm spray tanned.
The Leanne spray tanning for the first time next week.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, Monday.
Well, she's gonna
She's
look-
nervous.
Fire.
Oh, I can't wait.
You know what I'm giving her to wear?
Where's she going?
She's going to he's getting an award at Just for Laughs, Comedian of the Year. And so I'm helping style her.
Oh,
We
amazing.
should style Bert and Leanne, me and you.
Yeah, you should.
Let's.
Yeah. Do you want
Please?
to do it for the
I
festival?
had some notes about a few of your outfits
Yeah.
on this press tour, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it. Shall we?
Sure.
Yeah.
Where was this shirt? The shirt you were wearing last night. Where was that, James?
They said James Purse. You
So
got
I
it from me a long
introduced
time
him
ago.
to James
I know. It's all the only T-shirt I'll wear.
Yeah.
Toronto.
It's my only T-shirt.
Yeah.
Leanne. They called today and asked Leanne how dark she wanted, and I put
Double dark.
Oh, everyone makes this mistake. Mike made the mistake. I said, when you walk in, say you want triple dark. Okay.
Is someone coming to her or is she going
Yeah,
somewhere?
so my girl, Natalie,
Okay.
is going to her, and she sets up a pop-up tent and
Yeah.
sprays you outside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get spray tan too.
You have
You
to.
should.
I'm gonna
Your
get spray
eyes
tan
are going to
too.
be
Good.
electric. It's going to be.
God,
Spray
last
tan
time
too.
I sprayed tan,
Hey.
it's like your teeth look like they're coming out of
Oh.
your face. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
I should trim my beard real. Did they do your face?
yeah, of course.
How?
They just spray. You just
spray
hold
it.
your breath and they spray your
So
face.
Mike went in to get a spray
You go
tan,
like this, and you
Yes.
get lines all in your face.
They blend it. They have a brush.
but you got to go arms up, or else you're going to get like lines.
I
Wait,
can't wait.
is this whole enamel thing? Do you have this tooth thing like your
Yeah,
sister?
yeah.
Everyone does?
We all do.
Okay, because I question it. I always think she's like making it up.
There's a lot of things about our family that people think we're making up.
Okay, fair enough. Same.
Like my dad introduced me to showering in a pool, and I can't stop doing it.
in the pool?
I shower in the pool all the time.
Like
I have
that's-
shampoo by the pool,
Yeah.
and he does it in his pool.
This is one I
but
haven't heard. Wait, so you just like you rinse in the pool and the
You
chlorine
get in the
water,
pool,
Get in
and
the
then you
pool.
take shampoo and wash your
Shampoo.
hair.
There's
wash
like
your
a bottle
pits.
of Pantene next to every pool.
and you're
That-
cool with the chlorine.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
it's a pool shower.
Duran lobbied to get a shower head outside of our pool, and I was like, this is so ridiculous. We won't never use it.
It's so great.
It's
He
like so
uses
easy.
it?
I throw the kids in the pool, and then they rinse off. Yeah, like almost every day in the summer.
Duran's a smart man.
I know. He's a smart.
I have an outdoor shower in my house.
But you prefer
And
the chlorine water?
I have an outdoor shower here.
Yeah.
I would much rather outdoor shower. For me, it's space.
Yeah.
Like, I feel fucking cramped in a shower.
You
Like,
do.
I feel like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it doesn't seem fun.
Yeah.
But an outdoor shower, it seems like a commitment.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate showering.
Yeah.
Samantha
hate
never
it.
showers.
Really?
She always says this about me, but I
How
mean,
often do you shower? Twice a week?
No, I mean I do baths. Now that I'm sweating every day in the sauna, I'm showering
oh, really?
more.
Oh.
I rinse. I don't wash my head every
But
day.
There's
Yeah.
no point in,
Why?
We both showered before we came
I
here,
love
and
how
we were
you
like,
think I must have not. I must have used to not shower often.
No, it fascinated
it's
me.
It's in your head.
it fascinated me, and now I understand it.
Did I ever offend you?
No, never.
Okay.
You always
Do
look
I
great.
offend?
I don't know.
Do I
wait,
offend?
okay, so let's
Wait,
just-
pass me
repeated.
some of my fucking wine.
Give her, refill.
Oh.
What?
I think you're good.
Man, there is no. Have you ever been cut off on a plane, Sam?
No, but I was going to Europe recently, and I kept asking for more wine, and the woman's like, "Can you drink some water?" And I was like, "I have not even popped off to you at once. Just popped off to you.
Just give you a heads up.
just-
The answer was yes. You have been cut off on a plane.
I was kind
I
of
get
cut
you
off.
some
I was
water?
like, I almost had Duran order me a glass and then hand it to me. I'm like, this is getting weird. She's like judging me.
This is getting...
I've had that where they usually on international flights where
Yeah.
they're like.
Normally,
So what I do, I mean, this is an expert move, but I travel with my own booze because I'm not
I
going
thought about it
to be
recently.
beholden to you deciding if I've had too much.
Thank
I don't know your
you.
childhood.
Dude.
I don't know your dad. I don't know what
Dude.
he did to you.
Yes.
So like I'm not your dad, honey.
Yes.
I paid first class for I paid $13,000 to fly to fucking Italy.
Yes.
I'm gonna drink my fucking face off.
yeah, treat me like Jet Sweet X treats me, like on an hour flight
Yeah.
where they give me like 3 vodkas.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
They're like, you're not our problem
They
in 13 minutes.
keep like you don't even ask, and they're bring it to
I
you.
was on a flight to South Africa one time, and I flew to London. Fine. I slept the majority of the flight, and I barely even drank.
Yeah.
Get to London, have a few drinks, get on the flight from London to South Africa, and somewhere over Sierra Leone, the guy goes, "I think you've had enough." And I said, "Okay." And I sat with it, and I said, "I have not had enough." And I
I would like to challenge you.
And I walked up to him and I said, "How you doing?" So we need to figure out a solution here. I said, "Here are our options." Okay. I go, I get nervous on planes. If I drink, I'm fine. But if I can't drink, I'm not fine. Now I have a bag that has Xanax in it, and I can take a Xanax after all that booze I've had, and we can both have a mess on our hands. Or we
catatonic
can
body.
collectively decide how to get me some alcohol. And he went, "What if I give you 1 beer every hour?" I went, "We're great."
Why was he like withholding?
Because I was. It's before. What happens is you don't realize what you look like to someone else.
Oh,
It's like drinking on a plane is like the back of your hair.
the back of your head is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
like people don't realize.
Really
you
though? Were you doing anything weird?
No, it wasn't being
They just
weird.
thought they had served you too many?
He served me like 6 beers.
Well,
and
think
was
about
like-
it. Think about it. It's the equivalent of being at work, not drinking, and then serving alcohol to someone and the whole time going, "God, this is a long day. They've had a lot to drink." You know what I mean? It's different when you're sober serving someone and going, "We've got 6 more hours."
I don't
on
even
this
need every
flight,"
hour. I just want like pile it on for like
Oh.
a bit, and then I'll.
and then I'll slow roll it.
Or the best is Qantas will get you fucked up. Like I had a Qantas flight one time, and I said to the guy up front, I said, "Listen, I'm just I'm a nervous flyer. I drink a lot. I just want to let you know I will not get out of control, but I just drink to go to sleep. Once I go to sleep, I'm going to want to drink again." And he goes, "I got you." He goes, "You're flying to Australia. You're going to be fine." And I went, "Well, it's a long flight." And he goes, "I got you." And he came over, and he said, "Tonight we have 3 different wines, all Australian wines: the Pinot, a Cab,
I wanna try
and a
them all.
Malbec." And I said, "I don't know." He goes, "Well, why don't I leave all 3 bottles with you, and you tell me which one you like the best when you're done?" And I went, "Are you being serious?" And he was like, "You're going to be fine today." I had 3 fucking open bottles
thank
of wine.
God.
with
I thought he was
corks in
going to
it.
make you a fishbowl.
And I was
Qantas for the win.
And by the way, I had 1 bottle of wine. I woke up, and then I didn't need to drink, and I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
But like
But the fact that you knew it was there, you felt like free, that you weren't like under someone else's thumb.
So what I do now when I travel abroad, I get one of those tumblers, those
Hydro flask?
Hydro flask. I get a hydro flask, and I fill it. I've done this before. You go into, especially abroad. I go to the duty free store, and I buy a bottle of Jack Daniels, and then I just fill my hydro flask
security.
after I'm through security. And then I just fill my flask with Jack Daniels, and then and
Ew,
by the way,
of all things.
Jack Daniels,
Emergency, Jackie.
I can fill.
I'd
I've
at
done
least
wine.
fill it with like Patron.
I did it with wine in
Okay, well that's a waste.
what?
Filling a hydro flask with wine, so
Why?
you can have a glass and a half.
Oh no! What do you
Are
mean?
we thinking about a
He
flask?
did like a 40 ouncer.
No, a fucking
Oh,
big one.
I already knew
like
you
a
did a big
64
one.
ouncer.
I did 2 bottles of wine in
Yeah.
PDF not PDF. Portland. We flew out of Portland. I went and got a bottle. It was $100 bottle of Pinot. They had a wine store. They didn't serve wine. So I said, "Can I open this in the thing?" And they're like, "You're not supposed to, but everyone does." So I opened it. I went back and got another, and I just poured it in my thing, and I was like, "I'm good." Because my thing is like, if you're gonna cut me off, we're gonna have a problem. But if I know I have access, I don't actually need to drink at all. Sometimes
I agree 100%. It's
Yeah.
it's the access thing. When you don't have access, you're like, excuse me, like I'll order another one even if I don't want to drink it, just so
Yeah.
I know that I have it.
Yeah.
Right?
Samantha, you are tugging a tiger's tail with cutting off access for you.
I don't want
That's
to be
where
cut
you
off
go.
access.
That's where Samantha digs in. Is like, all right, we're going down.
No, we're
Oh.
going down.
We're going down.
I have a hard time.
Same.
I have a hard time understanding. Like what's great now is I have a viral clip about me saying I'll never quit drinking. Have you ever seen it?
No,
Yes, you have.
I don't think so.
I think you have.
I want to see it.
It's
I wanna see it.
It's been a little problematic. Is this it, Halston?
Why? Because then people think that you're
Here.
like you have like major issues.
Well, no. This is why. I'll tell you why when you watch it.
Okay.
I will never quit drinking. I will always make sure that I can keep my body healthy enough so that I can always drink. I love seeing a sunrise with a cocktail, seeing a sunset with a cocktail, having friends walk into your house with a bottle of wine, getting on a plane. Can I get you something? Double Jack on the rocks. Lots of rocks. I love the moment someone says, "Hey, we should get a drink," and you're not supposed to. That feeling, it's like a first kiss. You don't get that first kisses when you're married. You get to have those first drinks. At a brunch, someone goes, "Should we do mimosas?" And then the waiter goes, "Actually, we have bottomless mimosas." And you're like, "This is going to be the best day ever."
I think I love you. That
So-
was amazing.
so-
that was beautiful.
So what's
I have
the-
not seen that.
So the best part of that is when I get on planes now, if it's a dude flight attendant,
Yeah.
they have a double Jack in the Rocks waiting for me.
They know.
Because they
'Cause
see my
that's your
name
demo.
and they're like, "Shut the fuck
When
up."
did you
Yeah.
start drinking that?
Double Jack in the Rocks.
I
also
would do
rocks.
a double
So is
Jack
mine.
on the rocks on a plane.
You can't.
Fuck
I
yeah.
don't want. Here's the deal. I need to.
Yeah.
I want to This is gonna. I'm gonna sound like a fucking lunatic. I want to quantify how much alcohol's in there. I have a problem when I order a beer and they pour it in a glass. I go, hold on. Where's the rest of that beer?
Okay.
I want the rest of the beer.
Sounds like
I want
you have
all
a
of it.
problem.
I want the rest of the beer. I don't
Where's
want you
the rest of the
to
beer?
pour it in my glass. And then what do you throw it away? Is there still
No.
beer in there? I want the beer. I want the full fucking beer. I don't want half
Yeah.
a fucking beer. And
Yeah.
if I go, can I get a vodka soda double? They go, sure. And then they make you a single, and you're like,
That's not a double.
yeah, that's not a double. And then I go, I need to taste the vodka. It's got to taste like medicine. Like,
Yeah.
And so
It has to hurt a little.
It's got to hurt a little. I need to go into my bag and get a piece of gum to get through the rest of this. And so.
You do have fucking problems.
We have a lot in common.
And
Yeah.
It's just why Teddy. The only two people Teddy doesn't want to talk to is you and Bert.
I know. Why is that?
I don't know. I'm like,
he
he
will
will
not-
rad.
Yeah.
Because we're awesome. Teddy will not look her in the eyes.
Really?
Oh, except once when he got stung by a bee, and she came at him with tweezers. He was like, "Sammy, no, it's me, Sammy, it's me."
The one time that he needed to like get through to me, he was like, "It's me, Sammy," and I was like, he like made eye contact. With me. Who are
In
you?
almost 6 years, she was like, "Oh my god, he said my name."
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
I want to know
Glorious.
how much. I want to know how much fucking booze is in the cup.
Samantha
And I
too.
can
Yeah,
qualify
Samantha
it.
too.
I can qualify it when you do a double Jack on the Rocks. I know what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so, and they always have Jack. They
Yeah.
always have Jack.
It's solid.
It's a solid. It's
Yeah.
a solid morning drink. It's
Yeah.
solid. It covers all bases.
It really does.
Said no one.
I
ever.
never
It's a
drink. I
solid
never
morning
drink Jack other than on a plane.
No, it's a perfect time and a place. I agree.
And you gotta. I was on a flight one time, Have you ever heard this story? Have you ever heard this story? This is when I was living in New York and I was flying back. I was just started comedy.
You lived in New York?
I lived in New York for like a minute, not very long.
Yeah.
And so I got cut off on a flight from New York to Tampa. Like that's a 2-hour flight.
It's not a long flight.
And the lady goes, "I think you've had enough." And I went, "Okay." I'd never been cut off before. And the guy sitting next to me goes, "You're talking entirely too much." And I said, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "She cut you off not because you're drunk, because you can't stop talking to her. So like you're talking, stop talking. Let me show you how this is done." And as she's walking back by, he just does this with his hand, like waves her down, and then points to his drink, and then like gives her 2. And she goes, and then she comes back with a double for him. And he goes, "That's how it's done. This is for you." And he gave it to me, and I go, "That's the fucking best advice ever." He goes, "Stop talking. Don't give them a reason to cut you off.
Yeah.
Just stop talking." And then I said, and then this is the best part of the story. I said, "You're not drinking?" And he said, "No, I'm not drinking. I'm a doctor." And I said, "Oh." I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, I have fucking tons of pills." I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want one?" And I was like, "What do you have?" And he was like, "I got Klonopin, I got Xanax." And I was like, "Fuck, I'll take a Xanax." And so me and him both eat a Xanax. And then he goes, "Fuck it, I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to have a drink." You know what? And then he comes back and he gets her another drink and she gets him another drink. And then we're over Orlando and the pilot comes on and says, "We have a sick child on this plane.
No.
Is there a doctor on board?" And
This is what I was waiting
raise
for.
my hand and hit the bell. I go, "Right here." And he goes, "The fuck are you doing?" I go, "You're a doctor." And he goes, "I am fucking wasted right now." And I was like, "Oh." And then they came over and they're like, "You're a doctor?" I go, "No, he is."
You're
And
like,
and then he went up. Baby had a temperature of 107. And we had to do an emergency landing in Orlando. We couldn't even make it to Tampa. They turned the plane around and landed in Orlando. And they took the baby off the plane. This guy sat back down next to me. He goes, "That baby's going to have fucking brain damage."
oh my God.
I said, "Really?" And he goes, "That's bad." He was like, he had a temperature of 107. You can't get up that high. He was like, they were doing nothing. We just fucking covered him in ice.
That's nice. Scott always tells us that you can't you can't get brain damage. It doesn't matter how high it is.
It happened to Leanne's cousin.
Brain damage from a fever? What was the? Do you know what the was there a specific virus that
I think it was AIDS. No,
HIV.
I forget his name, Chucky or something. He was.
He wore overalls and a striped shirt.
Man, if you want to talk about a guy who just lived his vices, he sat on the corner of her road. He would sit on the corner of the road like he was the grumpy old troll. Like he'd sit on a 4-wheeler in like shorts, boots, knife on his pocket, tank top, sunburn as fuck, no teeth, and he had severe brain damage. I forget his name.
From a fever, really? Do we know this?
Well, yeah, but it's country.
Yeah,
who knows?
Don't know this.
It was the country.
Yeah.
Leanne knows a better story, but then he passed.
Lord.
Yeah, but
things are taking a dark twist.
Yeah, no.
Wait, speaking of Scott, though, have you listened to his podcast? I haven't.
Who's Scott?
Our pediatrician, but he does it with a comedian that I'm sure you would know. I forget his name.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
What?
Who is he? Is he well known? Do you like him, Bert? Do you want to talk shit?
Wait. Do Scott
Thank
Cohen
you.
podcast.
Thank you. Fevers do not cause brain damage.
Yeah,
this is the expert.
Above can cause brain damage.
Above 108. It's really 108 is really fucking high though.
I mean, Ted has gotten
That's like
up
meningitis.
Yeah,
to 104.5.
The highest temperature fever I've ever had was 103 when I was a kid.
Fuck you. I bet it was higher.
Our boys have had
Ted
higher.
goes spikes. Ted, we were in COVID and we hadn't left the house in like a year.
Type in Sebastian's parenting podcast.
Yeah,
he asked me to do
it. You're not talking about it. So do you like him?
Sebastian?
Yeah.
I love Sebastian.
Oh, is he funny?
No, I love him. Yeah, he's hilarious.
But you're funnier.
No, actually, no, I'm not.
Daddy versus Doctor.
You haven't seen this?
It's Dr. Scott Cohen.
Yeah, Scott's going to come on ours. But I don't know how funny he is. He's going to have to prove himself.
Oh, no, he's a doctor. He's not supposed to be
He
funny.
actually is funny.
You've got cancer.
Do you know him? He's actually kind of fun.
That's him?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was like, that. I
But
know
compared
that
to Sebastian, he's probably not like, I don't know. Who knows? He's going to be mad at me if he's one of our poor
Scott's
listeners.
fucking brilliant.
Is
I
he?
think so.
He's brilliant.
Don't you think?
Oh my God, he's brilliant.
Comedian Sebastian Maniscalco and pediatrician Dr.
Scott Cohen.
Is that the guy
He's
listening
like a
to the
famous.
podcast?
The guy listening?
Is that your
Bubbles?
doctor?
Oh no, that's my dad. My dad's the doctor listening. But Scott,
Our pediatrician's like famous in LA.
Yours is?
Yeah.
Dr. Scott Cohen?
Yeah, he is.
Why? What did he do?
nothing.
He
wrote a
writes
book?
books and stuff.
He wrote a book.
But he's impossible to get into.
I mean, now I think
Now
that's
he
what
is.
happens. It's like when you're a young doctor and you're building your practice, you build it up to a certain point, and then after that, it's not scalable.
Yeah.
Unless you bring in 100 other doctors.
I don't understand.
What is happening?
I
don't know
have
if-
4
I don't-
days a month where I can see him.
I'm gonna need to do some recon on this. What are we looking at, Bert? What are we trying to determine here?
This I don't know. Boys and dolls.
What?
I'm sure that's something about getting kids gay or something.
I think the problem is he's probably has to be too like PC,
Well, yeah.
right?
He has to.
And then that
He's a
then it's-
doctor. He can't just be like,
Yeah. He did tell Dom, he's like, Dom, you're my favorite at Dom's visit like 2 weeks ago. He's
Like
like,
Dom came over to play
Dom's
today.
like, do you know my brothers? He's like, yeah, but you're my favorite. I was like, okay.
Dom came over to play today. He's like, I don't want to go to Teddy's. He always ignores me.
Never pays attention
Never
to me.
pays attention
I go,
to
me either.
Yeah, don't worry, Dom. And
me
then
too.
he's like,
By the way,
"Hold-"
me too.
Yeah, he's like, wait, hold on. Is Teddy's dad there? Samantha's like, no. He's like, all right, I'll go. I was like, what the fuck did
I go,
Mike
do you not
to
like him? He
Dom?
goes, no.
So
never even
creepy.
talked to
Mike
him.
just comes up and scares the shit out of him and walks away.
But next time he sees Mike, he'll be fully like into him. It's funny. Dom has his weird hangups, but yeah, I don't know. Should we listen to this like at some point later? I
listen
don't
to
know.
what?
Do some recon. I'll check it out. But you think he's funny? I don't know the comedian.
Sebastian's great.
Yeah.
He's one of the biggest comics in the world.
Yeah,
He's
interesting.
fucking hilarious.
And you asked him to come on?
I've had
Oh, you've
Sebastian
had
on.
one.
Yeah,
They're
I've had
like
Sebastian
friends.
on. Yeah, we're friends.
Old friends.
I would
Yeah,
think.
I've known Sebastian for a long time.
It's a small like community,
They
right?
asked me to do.
Yeah.
I think he asked me
Oh,
to do this
to
podcast.
do that one, yeah.
and I just I don't know. My kids are older.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
I
like,
feel
can I smoke a cross-shaped joint?
Yeah.
Then if not, no.
Yeah, I don't know. And then all of a sudden it's going to lean back to me because we're always talking about drinking and he'd be like,
Yeah.
well, what was your last liver panel? And you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
you
that
know-
always kills a conversation.
It destroys a conversation.
Are your livers
No,
bad?
it's fine. It's
yeah.
fine. It's always been fine. But it's probably a little elevated last time, but it's not
Has
bad
the testosterone
elevated.
helped it?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Oh,
I'm on
that's
a bunch
your-
of,
but
I'm on a
that's-
bunch of stuff.
That's your goal of taking the testosterone?
Yeah, to help repair my liver, but more importantly, I'm on other stuff to lower the sugars in my body so my liver doesn't feel it. So my whole protocol is about my liver, like just to make a healthier liver.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm going to quit drinking sometime in this next couple of weeks before I go to the doctor to get ready for it. You know,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
prepare for the doctor.
Yeah,
So you're home for 7
But
weeks.
like what's your plan? What's your game plan?
I want to lose weight. So
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's all a thought shower right now.
But here's the problem. I've had nothing to fucking eat today.
Yeah, because you're eating all the wrong shit.
I don't like eating during the day until like nighttime when I want the wheels to come off.
Oh, fucking the wheels came off last night.
You know, I've never forgot about your breakfast burritos that you made for us like 15 years ago.
For real? I make fucking killer breakfast burritos.
Your
We're
breakfast
talking
burritos.
about weight loss, guys.
Sorry.
Can
like,
we?
like never like indelibly etched in my mind. Literally.
That makes me feel so good.
For real.
Because the only people that say that are like people like Georgia's friends and Georgia. Isla fucking hates. Isla doesn't eat at all. She eats Pop-Tarts.
Isla's like a raccoon
Yeah, Isla fucking.
that's housed inside of
She
a
would-
large house.
You got to live with her on a tour bus. She would literally, you'd hear from behind the curtain, Pop-Tart. And
Yeah.
then you'd slide one under the curtain, and it would just disappear.
Like a little
and then the
raccoon
wrapper
sack.
would fall out.
You're like, Isla, do you shit?
Oh, she shits.
And is
oh,
it
she
glittery?
shits. She shits and videos it, and then it'll show it to you.
Wait a minute. We have got to.
She took a video of
collectively-
this shit she took last night at the restaurant.
Oh, that's right. That's
She
why
brought out
Leanne
a-
got mad at her.
Yeah,
She's like, we are at dinner. And I was like,
Yeah.
what could she have possibly shown?
it was a video of her shit.
Where were you at dinner?
Katsuya,
Katsuya.
All of you?
Yeah.
In Studio City?
Hollywood.
No, there's one.
Because we
in Studio City.
fancy.
I don't like that one. You know what that I just
Well, we were in a little room, like a little,
fine.
yeah,
Private
so
room.
it wasn't bad. All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
Talk to me.
Bert's home 7 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, Bert. Why are you home so long? This never happens.
The strike.
Is it?
I'm just kidding.
No.
That's what I was going to ask.
No. I'm taking
To
time
what do
off.
we owe
I'm
this
trying-
honor?
Trying to take time off.
All right, who wants to lose weight in this circle?
I do.
I'll do any
Really?
kind of
So
challenge.
what are we going to do? Our
I need to
first
come
few
cold
We should
podcasts.
weigh each other right now.
Right now.
Oh my
Let's
God.
do a weigh-in.
And then we'll do another podcast next week. What if
Okay.
I was?
Well,
what,
hold on.
What if
No,
I could
you're
be your
traveling.
third member of your podcast?
We would love it.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Rewind. You're going to
Montreal.
Montreal next week, so it's
Montreal.
probably not the best time. Let's weigh
No,
in.
I can lose weight on the road.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have that vision. I'm like, if I leave town,
Yeah.
I'll be a new person.
I can.
I will be the best
Okay,
version of
okay.
myself.
I have 3 very healthy days behind me. Last night was a little bit of a shit show because I ate an edible and I ate.
Oh, it was fun showing up to dinner with fucking Hollow Bones. He was just like, I was like, what the fuck's wrong with that guy? He's sitting at the end of it. He's like, never mind. No one talk to me. No one look at me. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
And then the beginning of Beetlejuice, his song is, "You're gonna die and you can't stop it. You're gonna be dead in the earth and everyone will forget about you." And I start having a panic attack.
Stop.
And I start laughing so hard, and my laugh is recognizable, and people start turning around. They're going, "It's Bert Kreischer," and I'm going, "Ah!" And I start freaking out, and Leanne's freaking out, and then I kept falling asleep in the play. So I was eating Skittles. I ate a bag of Skittles just to stay awake, and then I came home last night and I was like, I'm gonna get a drink, and I opened a bottle of wine, smoked a cigar in the front yard, and then
in the front yard.
I know,
Does Leanne partake, like, when you do that, will she come out and, like, drink wine with you?
yeah, lately, yeah. Leanne, I mean, I this is you should do a podcast with Leanne.
I already talked to her last
we
night
want
about
to,
it.
yeah.
Oh, she is that woman.
We got to get her toasty, though.
That woman has willfully decided to live her life. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
She really has.
She's I mean this for real. She is genuinely inspirational because she went to Vietnam. This is her story to tell, really, you know?
You should probably not tell it then.
She went to Vietnam.
Cool. There he goes.
And
on the next episode,
you need to have Leanne on, and because
Is this something that happened to her recently?
yeah,
it's really
she went and
sad.
she
I'm just kidding. I don't know what happened in Vietnam.
I'll tell you the short of it, and she decided she was going to date me, like she was going to be my girlfriend again, and so she came home, and at the time I was promoting the movie and I was doing all these things, so I was super busy, but in that time she started doing things she'd never done, like little things that just kind of like okay. Like I'd be like, I'd press in Santa Monica early in the morning, and I was like, I don't want to deal with traffic. I'm gonna just get a hotel room. I'm gonna get a hotel room down in Santa Monica. And she's like, yeah, let's get a place at Shutters. And I was like, that's not Leanne. Like Leanne doesn't like spending money.
Yeah.
Leanne's gonna be like, why would we stay at Shutters when we just drive home? It's worth the fucking. I mean, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. And this is a little weird to tell your sister, but this is my. It's not that bad. It's not that
I'll
bad.
put my earphones
But
on.
she goes, I said I was in Hollywood and I was doing a podcast, and then she called and was like, hey, let's go to dinner. And I was like, what? She goes, I'll drive over the hill, stay there, I'll pick you up, and we'll find a place to go to dinner. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, wow, that's not it's just not Leanne.
Yeah.
Leanne's like, come home, I gotta feed the dogs, responsibility. The girls need this, you know. And then I was like, okay. And then she texted, fuck it, just get us a hotel room. And I'm like, huh? Like, that's not Leanne. And then we ended up, honestly, it was really cool. We ended up going to a hotel and getting dinner at the hotel and then taking naps because we were exhausted. But it was like, she is like a different
good.
person.
It's just nice when you can actually, like, you know, we were talking about it being so hard to, like, click into that mode. Like, even when you, like, are like, we're going to take the time and we're going to go away for a night or two. It's like,
We're like,
One person-
we're here. We have
one
48
person's-
hours. Let's have fun.
One person's got to one person has to be the difference. Because I would never do
totally.
that.
It's one person has to be in a totally, like, different state of mind to then, like, take you with them on that.
She
like,
said we were doing Fully Loaded, and we had to go take Isla to go look at schools, and then and we're backstage, and like I'm always up for fun. I'm always up for a good time. I'm not saying Leanne was a buzzkill. She wasn't, but she was just the voice of reason.
Yeah.
I wish she could speak for herself in this, but you can talk to her about it. But like, we are in wherever, and we're gonna go to Savannah, and then head to Traverse City. And my promoter says, I'm going to go see Goose in Chicago on Friday or on Wednesday. I was like, fuck, I want to go see Goose. I go, do you guys want to, like, thinking the way we used to work, I'll be like, you guys, when you're done Savannah, why don't you guys just go to Traverse City? I'm going to go meet up with them in Chicago. And Leanne's like, I want to go see Goose. And I was like, huh? Leanne's never wanted to see one of my bands. I was like, what? She goes, I wouldn't mind getting into a new band. And so we started listening to Goose. We got into Goose. We went and all saw Goose. Isla, Georgia, Daisy, me, Leanne. We got my tour bus there, and it was fun as fucking shit. And I was like, one person's got to make a change. One person's got to change.
Yeah.
And
lead.
And lead. And she's just been leading. She's fucking.
I love it.
I'm going to be the change we need in this world.
I love it.
I'm a
change.
Debbie Downer.
I really love
You're
it.
not a Debbie Downer.
I'm such a Debbie Downer.
Well, you know what
It
you
just
got. You know
takes,
what you
like,
should do.
one thing.
You just got to do. This is what you should do.
What?
You should say to Mike, I've always wanted to see Calcutta.
No, I'm good.
He'd be like, yes.
If he
I've always
heard
wanted to
that-
drive to Palm Springs. That's called compromise.
Oh my God.
I don't
Wait.
want to fly anywhere.
Wait, why don't you want to fly anywhere?
Are you
'Cause it's-
scared of flying?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay. That's our next podcast. Can we do this again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Okay.
Well, I really think
I have
really
a lot
think,
more I want to go over with you.
I think
because
that-
you guys are the same human.
It's weird. I didn't really know we had so much in common.
I knew once Ted wouldn't make eye contact with either of
He
you. I
knew
was
our
like, there's
souls.
some
He
common
sees our
thread
soul.
that I don't know about.
Who produces your podcast? Is it Stampede? They have a podcast network.
Yeah, they're building. Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I love it. Yeah, I'll be on your podcast whenever you want me on your podcast.
Yeah.
I'll help you get numbers.
Hey,
you get, my name will help you get numbers,
Yes.
and then you get listeners.
Yay.
And then they'll fall in love with you guys, and then they'll stay.
Dom's still in love with Isla.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Dom is in love with
Georgia and Isla get big numbers for
Okay.
Leanne's podcast.
Okay.
I've never had them on my podcast. Well, no, I take that back. Georgia and Whitney
Georgia
did a
and
podcast.
Whitney was a good
did
one.
a podcast on mine. What's your sister doing now?
She has
Writing books and stuff?
another book. I think she's making the last book into a TV show. I don't know. Being funny.
She just got a haircut.
Really? Where, they live in New York?
Yeah. Confusing. I was just there. I'm like,
Yeah.
why? It seems so hard.
I wouldn't do it.
It's hard.
I would never.
Yeah.
Cities, 5 cities you would never for $1 million live in. Okay. Caveat, because you don't want to just shit on cities. I don't want to just hear someone go Milwaukee.
No, because I can have a
I'm
pool
in Delaware.
Milwaukee.
First of all, Milwaukee's fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
of course.
No, but I'm saying I don't want to just people go like shit on a city and go
No.
fuck Tupelo, Mississippi or something. 5 cities.
I wouldn't live in Mississippi.
Tupelo, Mississippi is pretty fucking amazing. Except I was in a tornado in Tupelo, Mississippi.
I wouldn't live
5
in New York.
cities that you absolutely love that you would never fucking live in. Okay.
Las Vegas.
Oh, this is a
Actually,
good
I
game.
would live there.
Would you?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I would.
Okay, New York. I love
Never.
New York. I would
Never.
never in a million fucking years live
New
there.
York.
San Francisco. Love
Never.
it. Never.
Well, it depends on how much
San
money I have.
Francisco's like a ghost town, I feel like.
Portland. Love it. Would never fucking
Unless you
live there.
started doing meth.
I would never in a million fucking years live in Portland. And I absolutely love Portland.
Would you live in Vegas?
No.
I would never live in Vegas.
No.
And I fucking love Vegas.
Vegas.
We are not living in Vegas.
Just tiptoe over to the strip for a quick cocktail.
Look at her. She'd be like, dee, 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 dee.
Little raccoon hands.
All right, one last city. Because I could live in London.
Yeah,
Oh, I would love
fully.
living in
I could live in London.
I would
could
never live in Paris.
I could live in Paris.
I wouldn't.
I could live in Paris. Leanne and Georgia and Isla get into a horrific car accident and they all die.
Oh, Paris, there's a language barrier and it smells like shit. When it rains, it just smells
Dom
even
said
more
New
like
York.
shit.
He's like, it smells like a sewer with butts.
Yeah.
A sewer with butts.
When it rains in Paris, it's like everyone's like wet, like cigarette drenched hands come out, and you're just like, ugh.
Okay.
Do you have to
What's
go?
one more
I
city?
have to go.
All right, let's go. Great
Thank
podcast,
you,
guys.
Bert. Thank you, Bert.